Greetings, YouTube. How's everybody doing? Speedfleet 2010 here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to yet another Grand Theft Auto 5 car customization video. So, ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I will be customizing the newly released Grotti Itali Classic as part of the house safe house in the home safe house in the hills DLC. Excuse me. So, to get started, this car was released Thursday, February the 12th, 2026 as part of the Safe House in the Hills DLC, and will set you back just over $2 million on Legendary Motorsports. If you had GTA Plus, you were able to grab it earlier, alongside the Fister Astrali from previous. You know, this gray card in the back right here. Anyway, back to the Grotti. This thing, being a Grotti, is primarily based off of a Ferrari 308 GTS and slash GTB. Doesn't matter which one you call it, either way it's a 308. This car was produced between 1975 all the way to 1985 and is famously known as the car driven by the famous TV character Thomas Magnum in the hit 80s TV show Magnum PI, played by the great Tom Selleck. You know, you know. Anyway, the 308 in the name is just a reference to the size of the engine and how many cylinders. The 3-liter flat crank V8 producing around 220 to 250 horsepower, depending on the trim level. 5-speed manual for all of them, rear-wheel drive, entry-level V8 Ferrari. All the other Ferraris after this, such as the 355, the 360 Modena, F430, and my personal favorites, the 458 and 488 GTB respectively, can all be traced back to this car. Anyway, that's enough out of me. Let's get right into it. In terms of performance, it's a solid car according to Buffy1322. Its top speed is 121.75 miles an hour, or 122 if you want to round it up, which is around 5 or 6 miles an hour slower than the previous Fister Astrali with its HSW turned off, but it is a tenth of a second quicker in terms of grip, in terms of lap time. So while this car does not have any access to HSW in any way, shape, or form, it is quick enough to keep up with the non-HSW Fister Astrali, and it just about beat it. So it's really track dependent on how you want to do it as. But anyway, that's enough yapping out of me. I'm going to do a TV build. Not exactly a Magnum PI build, but it's another build that I saw this car in that is probably my personal favorite. So I'm going to quit the yapping and I'll explain what this build is once I get to it. I'll come back to the liveries later after I resprayed the car. That way you guys can easily get a better look at them. Alright, now that we've gotten the customization out, allow me to quickly explain what my build is based on. It is a TV build, but it's not a Magnum PI build. This particular build is called the Dagger DX. And the reason behind this build is because one of my favorite TV shows, Knight Rider from 1982 to 1986, starring David Hasselhoff, and the Black 82 Trans Am known as Kit. It was a season 3 episode in which the main antagonist drove a 308. More specifically, George Barris's custom personal 308. If you don't know who George Barris is, he's the guy that not only created Kit for the original TV show, but he's also the same guy that gave us the original Batmobile from 1966 with Adam West. In that show, the car was called the Dagger DX and was pretty much his own custom built Ferrari 308, more specifically a 78, according to the research I did. In the TV show, the Dagger DX is Italian made with a 600 horsepower twin turbocharged engine and a top speed of around 200 plus miles an hour, in the show at least. And the bad guy that Michael was going after, his car was a goldish color in a two-tone with, I want to say, maybe a bronze slash dark brown underbelly like the one I went with, except I went with more of a goldish. I went with a gold top half and a more of a bronze bottom half to sort of replicate it, but also put my own spin. As for the wheels, I wanted to do my own style, similar to the wheels that were on the stock car, but I wanted to go with the 5-spoke that I think would personally fit the 80s/70s aesthetic of the car. And I personally think it came out pretty good. Anyway, the Knight Rider TV show, it's all free on Internet Archive. And the episode this car is featured in is called White Line No. I believe it's not White Line Warriors. I can't it's season 3. I know it's season 3. But the name of it escapes me for a while. But I won't spoil it, but the entire 4-season series is on Internet Archive, and I highly suggest you just give it a watch if you're into 1980s TV shows, especially that one. But anyway, that's gonna do it for me. So feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed. Feel free to hit the subscribe button if you wish. And as always, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Did I cook or am I cooked? If you want to go there. You want to go that route. And as always, I truly hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And I will see you guys later. Peace.